here he comes. Unfiltered DJ 2.0, baby. Here he is. This is exciting. What do you got there? A suit?
Not a suit. A new peacoat.
Wow, you just got one right now? Do you want to take the microphone?
Yeah, I'll take that one.
Yeah.
Got a peacoat. Ted Biggers, that's my. I'm a teddy man, so
Yeah.
I'll go pick it up.
Is it a double-breasted?
Double-breasted.
Wow.
Nice little diamond lining in the jacket. It's very nice.
Look at you. Can we just talk about our setup right now? I mean, are you impressed by this or what?
I am very impressed by it. Very impressed by it. You're on Twitter now, live streaming,
exclusive. I mean, you can appreciate a good stream.
Absolutely, I could.
Keep trying to sign up for your Twitch.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's tough to sign up for that thing.
Oh, you have it right here.
Yeah.
Let's get you subscribed.
Are we gonna do it right now?
Do it right now.
Wow, we're gonna do it right now.
I'm gonna show you how to do it that way.
Okay.
When I'm streaming,
Twitch.
you come in.
And this is on the house, right?
This is on the house.
Wow.
This is on the house.
This is happening after all the requests that I've received. Oh, I went to the wrong thing, right? I went to twitch.com. It's twitch.tv.
Go ahead and do your login. Go ahead and log in there.
Oh, my Lord. Log in?
Yep, log in.
This is horrible viewing for the... Can we save this for after?
We can save it for after.
Okay, fine.
All right.
DJ, how are you?
I'm good, man.
What brings you to Las Vegas?
Doing the media row, obviously. You know, every single media outlet and their mamas here for the
Boring
AMAC.
questions?
What's that?
Boring questions? Good questions?
They're good questions.
You've enjoyed it?
I've been enjoying it.
Are you feeling the love?
Yeah, I feel
You're about to break a record.
I am.
That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
Do you get the sense that these people know who you are and know what your record means and get the context, the historical context of it all?
I think the people who follow mixed martial arts do, but the people who are just here to get their name attached to the MMAC World Tour, I don't think so. Which is fine because they cover more boxing.
Right. Are you going to the fight?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
So I got to go finish training.
Oh, is this annoying for you that you're here?
No. It's my day off, so it's always good to break up the monotony of the day out and grind. Obviously, I love to be at home with my wife and kids, absolutely. But you got to do this stuff to get your name out there.
How do you feel about MMAC?
I like it. I think it's good. I think
you don't think it's bad for boxing or it's a farce?
No, it's good. It's good. Mayweather's going to go out there and fight, and McGregor's going to go out there and do what McGregor does, and that's fight.
Okay, who wins?
I go back and forth, man. I'm going for McGregor.
Can you break it down for me? Can you actually break this down? You break down stuff on your Twitch all the time. It's fantastic. Can you give us like a Twitch breakdown of this fight?
That's because they're subscribers and they deserve it. Okay,
right.
So the biggest thing that people have to understand in the mixed martial arts community is that if I'm fighting Ariel Helwani and I throw a high kick and he blocks it, I get punched for that because I'm damaging you. Now Mayweather, he's good at blocking. So when Mayweather goes in that stance like this, and he ricochets the two off, and he blocks with the right hand, he blocks the left hook, he blocks the body shots. Mayweather is getting points for that. So if McGregor throws, 1,000 punches and only 10 of those land, 990 of those punches are going to count against him. That is boxing. We are boxing here. They're not fighting, they're boxing. So it's very important that McGregor is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very conservative on the punches he's going to throw, but he's got to throw a lot of punches to get that shot that he needs open to knock him out.
But he's not a volume puncher.
He's not. Either is Mayweather. So that's why I think this fight plays more into McGregor. Like if McGregor was fighting like Triple G or Canelo, I'd be more worried because they're going to walk, McGregor down. Mayweather's not going to walk McGregor down. And if he does, then I don't know shit about boxing.
Wait, so you're actually leaning towards Conor?
Yes, I'm leaning towards
Unbiased?
Conor. Unbiased.
Fight fan, you're watching. You would say if you thought Floyd was going to win or at least leaning towards him.
Yeah, I mean, I go back and forth. I think the last press conference Mayweather did, and I saw one thing that Conor never does.
What?
Never. He bowed. He bowed.
Right after.
Right after he goes.
Why do you think that was?
I don't know.
Can I tell you my theory about that?
What's that?
He recognizes the historical significance of this fight, and right before they faced off, I've talked about this earlier, he said, this is Bruce Lee shit, and he did the Bruce Lee stance. And then he did, because I think he recognizes that he's representing martial arts.
Yes, he is.
This isn't boxing. He's not going in there as a boxer, right?
No, he's going in as a mixed martial artist. He's going in there
That's the smart approach.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I would do. I'm going to go in there and try to box Mayweather, and you're not going to beat him. He's too technical. So he's got to go in there, be unconventional. He's got to be all of him. He's got to push the pace, and he's got to pick his shots. He's got to conserve his energy. He can't gas out. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. But when he gets that knockout shot, when he drops them and he gets his 10 count, whatever, he's got to jump immediately right back on him, not give him a chance to reset or readjust things.
When you hear that Conor's going to make around $100 million, what do you think of that?
I'm happy for him. Good for him.
Do you dream of a payday like that?
If I made $100 million, No mixed martial arts for me would be full-time streaming. Yes, sir.
That's it? That's the dream?
Of course. At the end of the day, I love fighting, but it sucks being injured. It sucks hurting. When I beat people up, I'm getting injured. So, if I can make that money, then I'm...
You would take one paycheck and then never come back?
I'd probably never come back.
Why not just add to it?
I mean, I could, but I'd be smart with my investments. I don't buy nice cars and all that stuff. I just throw 15, 20 million in investments, pay 20 million to the IRS, then I got that 40, I got 60 million left, pay my coach, give them 20 million, then I got 40 left, so just be smart
now
about it.
Now you got to pay a manager too, right? How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Malky.
Unbelievable.
Nah, Malky's a good guy. He's good.
Can I ask you about the Jon Jones situation?
Of course you can.
What's your take on it?
It's unfortunate, obviously... I will say this. It's very hard to fail a drug test. And the reason why I say it is that I don't take no supplements. I've been fighting a migraine for about a day and a half now, not taking ibuprofen. I actually got swimmer's ear and ear infection.
We've got Kevin Lee crashing the party.
Oh, look at this,
man.
That's a nice thing
the
right there.
Motown phenom. I want to hear this thought here. And by the way, Kevin, thank you very much for joining us. Right now we're talking about Jon Jones and this news, okay? So it's a good time to join the conversation. DJ was just saying very hard to fail a drug test.
It's very hard to fail a drug test because, I take supplements. I don't take any ibuprofen, Tylenol, all that stuff. I just got swimmer's ear because I'm swimming during my training camp. The first thing I did, I woke up, I text Dr. Davison, which is the UFC doctor, nobody doesn't know what that is. After I text him, I text and I call Jeff Novinsky, which is the USADA head protocol for the UFC, and I say, I got swimmer's ear, hey, I need to go get some antibiotics for my ears, just want to let you know, because you just never know what's going to show up on those tests. You might take, I was about to fight Kyoji Horiguchi in Canada, and I was about to take Tylenol, and they're like, no, don't take it, you'll pop, and I'm like, it's fucking Tylenol. I have a headache. I'm going to take it. He goes, no, you gotta take aspirin instead. I'm like, whatever. Let me just take it. So you just don't know what's gonna, happen here. But I'm gonna give Jon Jones the benefit of doubt. But the likely chance is that people don't know from, when you get tested by USADA, it comes from one stream. You pull out your cock, you piss in one cup, you split it half and half. If A is contaminated, most likely B is gonna be contaminated, unless somebody was sprinkling a little dust in the A sample, and then the B sample comes back, negative.
You think all signs point to the fact that he did it?
I have no idea.
Knowingly or unknowingly? It doesn't just pop.
You just don't pop. That shit doesn't just show up in your system.
Sure.
It just doesn't show up.
How do you feel about it? This is multiple offense now. Where do you fall in the Jon Jones conversation, Kevin? And by the way, you are looking fly, my man. Holy smokes! What does Reebok think of this outfit? Is what I want to know. Oh, we're gonna blast you up. Talk for a second.
Yeah.
There you are. There it is. Look at this.
Oh, my man.
Smokes.
I gotta make some money out here.
That's right.
But I was disappointed in Jon at first, but now as I'm starting to read more into it and starting to hear more people, I think I heard Malky on your show.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
It's a tricky situation. I don't really know what to like. When I posted a video even of me talking about it and how disappointed I was and how DC was gonna murder him for it. But it's a tricky one. I don't know. It does look a little fishy that he passes those random drug tests and then all of a sudden get popped the day that he knows that he's going to be tested.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. Like, you wouldn't even think that, and for something that he don't even need to use, apparently. I don't know. I heard.
Do you think there's a conspiracy? They're out to get him?
Who's going to try to get him? I mean, obviously, UFC's not. He's making UFC money.
Yeah.
DC, and that's the thing. When you do these drug tests, it's you and the USADA person. It's not nobody else. It's you and another man handling your urine. Then after that, you seal it with a closed type, laser. The only way to get open is laser cut, and that's in Utah, Salt Lake City. And then nobody knows it's his. There's only two people who know it's his sample when it goes out, because we're coded by numbers. Like, I think it's maybe 5 or 6 numbers that you're coded by. Even the lab doesn't know who it is. The lab just tests it, goes, okay, this person, this sample right here is hot. Who's number 2699155? They're like, oh, that's that person. All right, and they go notify them. That's how it's
all anonymous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, fuck all that. He fucking up. That's it. Like, I'm disappointed in him from my perspective, Like, I was rooting for Jon. Like, I was rooting for him. I was happy that he won the fight. Not only that, he's helping me push into the market. Now I got to do the damn thing myself. Like,
what do you mean?
Come on, man. Like,
what market?
Jon could have. I mean, come on, man. He fucking up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I look.
Tell us how you really feel, Kevin. You're not
the first time. I mean, he been through a lot of shit, right?
Yeah.
The first time that I fuck up my Bentley, especially with 2 girls in the back. Like, I'm like, I got to turn my life over to Jesus. I need to, like, quit what I'm doing. I need to quit hanging out with the same people I'm hanging out with. I need to stop. And this was maybe 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't understand it, but I'm
so
just disappointed.
passes.
That's it.
You're disappointed in him. You only get so.
I'm just
How about DC? Holy smokes, eh? I mean, that emotional roller coaster. You lose, and then you think you're gonna have to move on with your life, and now you may be champion again.
Yeah, I wasn't joking when I said that DC is murderer. I would have probably, if it was me, I would have put a hit out on him. He ruined the man's life. Not only that, he embarrassed him in front of national TV.
Right,
He had DC up there crying like a
everything.
bitch.
Whoa, you're not a fan?
No, not
What's
not
wrong with
DC
crying?
being
Don't hate on
bitch.
criers.
I mean, come on. Not
I like criers.
Come on.
I'm a crier myself. You're not
I'm
a crier?
sorry. No.
I cried before after a fight, and it happens.
I mean, I'm pretty sure DC would even say it. If you talk to DC, he'd probably say the
I don't
same
know if
thing.
he'd
Like,
say it
damn,
in
I
those
shouldn't do that.
exact-
But
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying, I'd probably put a hit out on John if it was me.
What do you make of the rise of Kevin Lee?
I think it's
coming out
good,
of nowhere?
man. He's a great athlete. His last fight against Michael Chiesa was a great fight. He's very young.
Yeah, but you didn't
athletic.
tap him out, so it was kind of like a come see, come saw. I'm just kidding,
Ed-
Kevin. I'm just kidding. All right.
Shit out of here. No, I think at the end of the day, man, he's doing it right. You know, the biggest thing in this world, it's always about drama and all that stuff. Just be you, be who you want to be. And obviously, if he keeps winning his fights, and I mean, he's fighting for a world title against Tony Ferguson. With Tony Ferguson, El Kukui is no joke. And I'm happy for him, man. I'm always happy to see other people rise, and hopefully UFC gets behind different stars because, like I said, Conor McGregor might not be here.
Right.
After this fight, he might make $100 million. But like, you know what, Dana? Think about doing something different. I'm just gonna couple him up with you. Why not just? He could do that. You never know. Ronda's not coming back. Jones, we don't know his career's
be out
gonna
for
look
4
like.
years.
He might be out for 4 years. So you got to start looking for the next star, and Motown Phenom might be it.
I got to give you some credit, Demetrious. He's one of the nicest dudes that I ever.
Wow.
I remember.
keeping it real.
No, and not even now. We fought on the same card at 178, and I came up and I was giving you props, and he was like, "Oh no, I'm no different than you." And like I'm not a different man, and I really respected that, and that kind of like gave me a little bit of confidence. So I was like, all right, well, damn, hey, maybe I can make it happen.
Wow, I like this.
I'm so upset that you said something about Michael Mav's mom, though.
Yeah. I mean, I gotta whip out the guns every now and again.
I give some shit for that.
It's kind of funny to see you in this sort of setting here because the feud with Ferguson kind of started when he was playing TV analyst. And of course, you're not playing TV. You're just a guest here, though. But it's amazing how I feel like that thing just sparked all of this. It's incredible. And you played it perfecally. You played it. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was natural.
Yeah.
It was natural. He goes, "Can we get a real TV analyst in
That
here?"
was
I
great.
mean, I ain't trying to do this. And Antonio was like, you got to do a couple things there, my friend. It was a natural beef that came about it, not forced.
And then he's saying, he ain't playing the analyst role. Well, why are you sitting up there with a tie and suit with an earpiece in? Like, get off there and get on the side, then get behind the camera. So I don't know what you want to do, but when you play an analyst role, play it. And I just kick it straight with you. For him to, like I said, I knew Tony before this, and I always gave Tony props. I was in college when he was going through the Ultimate Fighter, and I would be tweeting out and and showing support and whatnot, and I never badmouth him. So for him to downplay me on like. To say that Chiesa slammed me or whatever he was trying to say.
DDT.
Whatever he's trying. I'm gonna show him a DDT. Like, and that's just what's real. And when he tried to walk up on me in the International Fight Week, he knew we was gonna have to fight.
Yeah. I have to admit, we've kind of developed, DJ and I go way back, but we've kind of developed a thing here, all right?
He's got a new black friend. That's what it is.
And you were saying, can we get a real journalist up in here? And Fox did me dirty, and I kind of thought that you were going to say, the dirty word, Ariel Helwani on Fox. And I was waiting. You were so close. I thought you were going to come through. You didn't come
I should have
through,
said back to you, Ariel.
Come
back
on,
to you.
man. That would have been amazing. Are you the main event? What's going on?
I don't know yet, but I'm pretty confident that it is. And not only that, especially after coming off this Mayweather-McGregor thing, I'm doing McGregor's hard work for him. I'm doing, McGregor don't want to fight Tony. Nobody wants to fight Tony. I'm doing the hard work. And I think this fight really solidifies who's the true champion at 155. So I think that's worthy of a headliner shot for sure.
Motown Phenom against the Notorious One. Who wins?
Do this. Let's do this before you get your answer.
All right.
No entourage, no money. We ain't worried about none of that. You stand me and him up there next to each other, look at us and say who gonna whoop who ass in a real fight. Not in a box. Let's not play this. This is a boxing match. It's how many times can he touch his forehead as opposed to him. It's a, you know,
But
they
wait,
playing a
but by
game
the way,
of
I'm
tag.
saying Motown Phenom against Notorious, by the way.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay,
yeah,
I just
I'm
wanted to
with
make
you,
sure.
I'm with
Mixed
you. I'm just
martial
pointing you
arts.
out
Okay,
there.
fair enough.
So point us next to each other.
Yeah.
Not only that, I'm way bigger, way strong. Come on. Now I'll give you an answer.
And you're
Stand us
pretty.
next to
And
me.
you're pretty.
I'll-
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's going to come down to who's going to be able to mix it up. You know, Conor he's very good about his distance control. And if Kevin cannot get past the distance control and get past and get in there and get his arms around him, then it might have to go to Notorious. But if Kevin Lee,
Are you sitting on the fence?
No. This
Okay.
is if I was Kevin Lee's coach.
Yeah.
This is what I'd tell him. I was like, okay, Kevin, you have to make him always keep guessing. So you have to play the range. Then you have to always be all the way in and be all the way out. When you're in there, you stay in there, you take him down, you keep him in the clinch, pass his guard, and finish him. If I was Conor McGregor's coach, I'm like, okay, we got to work on your wrestling defense. Now, each time he shoots for a takedown, you make him pay. You don't back all the way up. You stay that distance and you stay on him the whole entire time. Then eventually you look for a knockout shot. That's what I would say.
This is great stuff. Okay, very quick one because they're wrapping me up. Who's the greatest fighter of all time, pound for pound?
He ain't been born yet.
Whoa.
He ain't been born yet. I don't see why people, you know.
What?
No offense to you.
I was
I'm
wow.
saying. And he ain't been born yet. You know, people got this misconception. The sport is only 20 years old.
Right.
I'm seeing some. I'm sure you are too. I'm seeing some of these young kids, these 21 years old. I'm like, God, like, man, at 21, if I could have been that, like, I'm still trying to, like, I'm part of the next generation. I'm still trying to stay a step ahead of them.
Yeah.
Even. So I think the sport even now is going to transcend what it is. You know, we starting to see that, especially with McGregor. We saw it with Mayweather like a couple years ago. He transcended boxing.
Yeah.
You got folks around here at Radio Row who don't know anything about fighting, and they hear. McGregor's going to do that for MMA, and more athletes are going to come out and they're going to keep transcending the sport.
Guys, I could do this for an hour with you two. You guys are phenomenal, but you have to go to the media day. So thank you so much, DJ. Thank you so much, Kevin. And I appreciate DJ for coming back to speak to us. What a mensch.
Just for
what
you.
a mensch. Look at this guy, straight flexing. Look at that outfit. Amazing. Guys, thank you so much. That is Demetrious Johnson. That is Kevin Lee. Demetrious Johnson returns to action. And by the way, I'm gonna sign up, DJ, right after this. I promise.
I gotta go. So
Right after. DJ returns on September 9th, UFC 215, and then Kevin Lee fights for the interim title on October 7th, UFC 216. That was phenomenal stuff, and we keep the train moving along, my friends. This is so much fun.